Hola, que lo que? Hi, my friends. Hi, mi cariños. Welcome back to my channel, Becoming Wise Gal a Real. I am a real in these social media streets, and welcome back to my channel. Today, my loves, we are talking about mistakes doesn't mean you're not great. And this is another video from my personal journal. So welcome to a tarot reader's journal, where I share empowering and motivating messages from spirit that were given to me for situations that I went through. So not only do you get a little bit of the tea, but for those of you who have went through similar, exactly the same situations, or know someone that has went through this situation as well, please share this message so they can too be encouraged and motivated to move forward in a positive way. Ashe. So, mommy and poppies, this is a journal entry from May 2021. Once again, this is from a tarot reader's journal, this series, and it's called Mistakes Doesn't Mean You're Not Great. Today, I wanted to share some poems or inspirational quotes, I should say, that I found on the internet that has helped me this week and make me really put things in perspective. They're by someone named Ash Owl, and I found them inspiring. The first poem is called Forgive, and it says, "Forgive yourself for your past transgressions. You know better now. Accept that you will fall short at times, and you may stray away from your values. What matters most is how you use it to do better next time. Offer yourself another chance to get right." The second poem she wrote is called Boundaries, and it says, "Setting boundaries is a practice of self-love. You deserve to preserve your peace of mind. Remove things and people in your life that no longer serve your best interests." The third poem she wrote is called Process. Self-love is not a linear process. It's not all flowers and affirmations. Some days you will feel like crap. Let it be. Allow yourself to feel a wide range of emotions without judgment or harness. Be kind to yourself in those moments. Remind yourself that it won't last forever. And the last poem that she wrote is called Embrace. Life comes with highs and lows. Don't break your own heart by expecting things to be good all the time. Invite and embrace happy moments. Allow the bad to come and go. Move with the flow of life. And I don't know who wrote this quote, but this author said, sometimes you just gotta say okie dokie and just rely on yourself. Take things as impersonally as you can. Love and let go. Move on. Try and find all the good things. Soak those in, and that's all you can do. And sometimes that's enough. So be patient and gentle with yourself, friends, and remember that you are enough, and that is enough in all aspects and ways. Now here go the keys. Hi, mi cariños. Hi, my friends. How are you? I hope all is well. I hope you're blessed and living large and in charge of your world, a.k.a. your life, babes, where you are the creator and not the motherfucking crab at the bottom of the barrel, regardless of if you're living your best life or trying to figure this ish out. I'm sending you all nothing less than peace, love, and bliss. Bless. For those of you who are new, Benivide, welcome. I'm a real in these social media streets. Welcome to my channel, Becoming Wise Gal a Real, where I talk about spirituality, a.k.a. personal development, but deeper, so you can have a deeper understanding of self, how to improve your life no matter how successful you are, how to use your inner magic and or power along with universe and earth energies to no longer be a crab at the bottom of the barrel, a.k.a. taking full control of your life and not allow life to control you. Who is that?
Me?
Yes, Nay. Yes, you can. Sorry, guys. I saw a shadow. I'm like, what? I know it ain't nothing down here with me. If it is, it would have been something good. But anyways, welcome to video number 3. But instead of it being divine feminine and divine masculine being attacked, being spiritually attacked in toxic relationships or using toxic relationships, this is titled something different. But anyway, welcome to a tarot reader's journal where I share motivating and empowering messages from spirit that was given to me, for situations I went through. So you not only get a little bit of the tea, but for those of you who went through similar or exactly the same situations, or if you know someone that is or has went through this situation as well, please share this message so they can get some encouragement to help them out. Once again, my readings are messages that were given to me, so they are very specific, so this might not resonate with everyone. But even if you did not go through a toxic relationship or have been in a toxic situation, at the end of the day, there could be a message in here that could be uplifting and motivating and encouraging to you. So today, I am going to let you in just a little bit to sip on some of my tea, as I just said, to encourage, motivate, and or uplift those who resonate. So today, Mommy and Papi Chulas, I journaled those poems because I had hit a rock in my progress, in my growth, and in my development. Friend, it's so frustrating to feel like I'm always on this hamster wheel. It's like I'm doing, what am I doing? Like I'm doing what I need to, right? Yeah, I know what to do, but I'm still not doing it. Or I'll do it and then I'll do something to fuck myself over. Excuse my language for those who might be sensitive to words. Then it's like, WTF, why did I do that? Why did I allow that to happen? So today, that's why I wanted to share the inspirational quotes by Ash Alves about boundaries, process, embrace, and the last one, I don't know who the author was. I couldn't find who the author. Excuse me. Mercury retrogrades is. You ask if it's about communication, and it's effing my communication up today big time, but we gonna get through this because I have a message to share. It's a process to reach goals. It's a process to level up. It's a process to deprogram all the negative things we have embedded in us to build ourselves up into sovereignty. But as long as you set boundaries, you'll be able to embrace the process a lot better, handle life challenges a lot smoother, and wholly embrace yourself. Because the self-love I have now for me, giving my own damn self googly eyes, not that I wasn't doing it before, but to heal and be at peace with people and situations that have hurt me in some type of way, shape, or form, and still love myself, is truly being at peace with myself and knowing the Most High Jah on an even more personal level. Because see, friend, I have been really hard on myself lately, where I forgot so quickly and easily how fragile I am, how fragile my mind is, how fragile our mind, the human mind, is. I have been getting upset with myself subconsciously because that has been what I have been programmed to do. So consciously, because we do that. I know you know what I'm saying, friend. We are taught through past experiences, programming, etc., that when you mess up, it's natural to be embarrassed, to feel less than, to get angry, and every feeling that takes away from us lessens our personal opinion of how we value ourselves, and allow others, whatever that other would stand for you. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be society, it could be social media, it could be work, acquaintances, whatever and whomever. That/it may be has been allowed to set up shop within our subconscious to tell us who we are and how valuable we are. But Divine stepped in today, honey, and was like, no ma'am, you are not quote unquote less than. You are not a bad person. You are not a bad mom. You are not running around here as if you do not have your ish together. Because let me tell y'all, I was getting frustrated because I have control issues. Not issues of trying to control others, but I have big control issues of myself, my life, wanting to know every single thing that's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and so forth. So walking in quote unquote faith, aka laws of attraction, aka manifestation, because they are one and the same to me, yet slightly different, where they still go hand in hand in my book, to each his own. But anyways, I have been hard on myself, friend, because I set goals, and I know you set goals, and you have everything planned out in your head. Like I have everything planned out, how my day will go, to meet those goals and or contribute to the big goal, and everything is perfect. I mean, no hiccups, no mistakes, etc. Because that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Right. But see, I'm a mother of 5. And my oldest is 13. My youngest is 1. And you would have thought I'd have my ish together right. Hell no. Because I'm still learning that there's a process to this thing called faith. There's a process to embracing myself enough to not only set boundaries, but to stick to them. And most importantly, I have to remember, which I finally get, that this process isn't going to happen overnight, which is why I need to embrace myself, love on myself, to build myself up to face me every day that I make a mistake, or when things doesn't go according to the perfect plans and schedules I created in my head. Because truth be told, like I said, I'm a mother of 5. I work full time. I was in school full time and stuff. So therefore, things will not ever be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. But I have to face those mistakes every day. And I have to embrace the fact that though I am magical, we all are magical, it's a process to unlock the multiple levels of my magic. It's a process to unlock the multiple levels of your own magic. And it works nothing like how it appears on TV. So remember, friends, that everything is a process. It's a process to embrace yourself wholly. It's a process to set boundaries and stick to what works for you. And life is all about learning, growing, and sharing what you've learned to empower the next. So no, the mistakes you've made today or might make today, nor the ones you made in the past, doesn't mean you're not great. You're just learning what works for you, friend, just like I am. And as long as you keep trying, be fair and practical with yourself, you'll be all right. And that's what the divine, the Most High Jah, told me today with my angels, ancestors, and guides. So now let's get into these keys, a.k.a. these messages, these cards, to open up more doors of opportunity for us, friend, blessed. And as always, before we get into the messages, just as a reminder to all that tarot is a tool to help guide you through life, period. So when you're getting your readings or watching a pick a card on YouTube, it's based off current energy so that you the creator of your life, the musician, the one and only factor and final decision maker, can use the messages of tarot to guide your decision of if you're going to be a crab at the bottom of the overly crowded barrel, or are you going to take advantage of the resources and your personal power and gifts you naturally have in order to climb to the top and see all that your life can be and make even better. Yes?
Huh?
Yes?
Azelle is wearing a slipper.
Oh, you so silly. Okay, I'm recording. So I'll talk about it more when I'm done, okay? Somebody might be getting interrupted while getting this message. Something might be happening to you all, because this is my second child that came downstairs to talk to me while I'm recording. So if you have been getting interruptions, like your phone acting funny or something happening where you got to stop listening to this, you tuned in right on time. This message is definitely for you today. So anyway, as I was saying, so today, this tarot reader's journal, my journal entry today that I'm sharing with you along with a message from Spirit, I'm calling it Mistakes Doesn't Mean You're Not Great. And this is how I use tarot as a tool in my life. So let's dive deep, gods and goddesses, and ascend. So here are the keys, a.k.a. cards / messages to how I am able to release and heal myself. We have the 6 of Pentacles upright. The Emperor had came out upright. The Knight of Swords had came out upright. Judgment had came out upright, and the Tower again. I just did a message for yesterday. I posted it, and the Tower came out. So it came out again today because I pull cards on myself damn near every day. So I'm gonna say something about this Tower card. I used to hate this card, but now I've grown to love it because now I can look at it from a place of love and truly know when this pop up, I'm moving, I'm growing, I'm transitioning. So I have to prepare myself, which Spirit does help me with, because it's forewarning me, and now I can prepare so when the Tower falls, I'm not looking crazy like the people in this pic. So friend, let's get into the message. The first one, as I said, is the 6 of Pentacles. And overall, this card is about balance. Regardless if you resonate as the man, this man here, who is stable enough to give back, or as the people down here who are the receivers. Either way, you need to have balance. See, he's holding this scale right here. So friend, I resonate as the giver. No, I cannot financially help people out the way I want, but I am able to give my time and my presence to spread joy, love, and peace in this world. But I have to have balance. Otherwise, regardless, if I don't, and if you're in this position, you know, to give or help someone out financially or with your time or presence or whatever it is you're stable enough to do, to give, you have to make sure you're not overdoing it. Otherwise, you're going to deplete yourself. Now, if you're resonating as the receiver, which are, like I said, these people here, you know, that just means you fell on hard times. Don't beat yourself up, friend. We all have. It's part of life. It's part of growth. But as I was saying, even if you resonate as the receiver, you too have to have balance to not only take what's needed, and even if you get extra at the end of the day, you need to use all the resources and tools you've been given to set yourself up in a better position and not put yourself in a position like these people where you're on your knees begging because you didn't set yourself up to be independent. Now you're codependent on others. So now, you know, they're out off balance. They could be. You know, they might not be, but this could be saying that you're off balance. So which one are you? Which person do you resonate with? Are you a disabled person, and are you the receiver? And either way, whichever position you are in, are you stable? Ask yourself that. Are you stable? You don't want to give away your power. You know, if either way, if you're off balance and you're depleting yourself because you're giving, and you're not giving to yourself, or if you're the receiver and you're taking, and you're not building yourself up to be independent, you're giving away your power. You're giving away your control. You lack control of yourself. And if you lack control of yourself, you lack control of your life. So which one do you resonate with? Next, friend, we have the Emperor. Excuse my language, but when I see this card, I think of big dick energy. Regardless if you're a man or a woman, this is you and you got it going on. This represents someone who is strategic, authoritative, organized, disciplined, and rational. When I take a look at him, I see someone who, yes, he most likely got his position as king because he inherited it, but it was given to him sort of, you know, because think about back in the day, the prince had to go through a lot of tests and trials and had to learn a lot of lessons before coming king. So yes, he inherited this position, but it wasn't necessarily handed to him on a silver platter. It was a lot of shit he had to go through so that he could be a good king, so that his kingdom wouldn't fall, and so that if he had a family, you know, they too will have something to inherit. So to me, I see you, friend, and I see me. We were born abundant and prosperous, but in this world, we too have to learn lessons and go through trials and tests before we too can inherit the position of king. It takes trial and error to learn how to be authoritative over our lives and ourselves, to be rational with others, and to be disciplined with ourselves and others as well. And that's what the mistakes in our lives are teaching us. And what area of your life do you need to be more strategic at? Where do you need to be more disciplined or organized and rational? The Emperor is telling us, friend, that this is what we need to do in order to grow and even have a chance of reaching our goals. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. So when he shows up, friend, he represents being direct, assertive, daring, focused, and ambitious. Look at you flying like Charlie-O. You about that action, friend. I see you. That's why me and you get along, because I'm the same. I ain't playing games. Therefore, we rolling together. I need a friend who roll like me. So, friend, you and me are so ready to get at it. We going against the wind. Look at how the trees are blowing in the direction opposite of him, and we don't feel it. I don't feel the wind. Do you feel the wind? But this card too, friend, is telling us to be careful in this energy, because in the upright position, it also means, and I'm guilty of it too, friend, being a perfectionist. Because we're going so fast, we might not pay attention to others as much as we should. So we might not show compassion as much. We might not be as responsible as we should because our adrenaline is going. We're excited and the wind is whipping us all in the face. Look at him. Okay, second to last card we have today is Judgment. And upright, it represents someone who needs to do some self-evaluation, who's experiencing an awakening, a renewal. It means someone is being focused on the moment by reflecting and evaluating themselves and their actions in order to have a clearer and objective understanding, about where they are currently and what they need to do in order to grow. So, friend, do you know what this card means? It means you watched my other tarot reader's journal. I hope you did. I'm just playing. But seriously, it means, like, if you've been following me thus far, even though this is just my third post, you are on this journey with me. You know, you're resonating with me. And you're following along with me. We're growing and learning together. And you are in the same or a similar situation, or just the fact that you were in a toxic situation or relationship, you know, and or environment. But this card is signifying you're coming close to a point in life where you are really truly evaluating yourself. You're tired, excuse me, my tongue is tired with this Mercury retrograde. Daggone communication is crazy. So anyway, you're tired of the same old BS, and you are or have experienced an awakening brought on by you. You're self-reflecting. You're putting in the work to become a better person, to have a better life. Therefore, you're having clearer thoughts and ideas of what needs to change and how you need to be true to yourself and your needs. And you're doing this by either making small changes to your daily life or huge changes. And that's why the Tower card came, which is, there you go. I don't want to, trying to hold it so you don't, that shine from my ring light don't distract you. But, the Tower card in upright, it means disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, something radical and monumentous have or will happen eventually, friend. But don't be frightened of it, because this destruction, this change has to happen. Because remember, the tower is falling because it was built on faulty foundation. The foundation wasn't strong and true to what was built on top of it. Therefore, it had to fall. This card represents a change. And though it looks chaotic and scary, friend, remember, change happens every single day. It's part of life. And this card is the divine. This is how I always look at the Tower card. I look at it as the divine stepping in. God, Most High. You know, He's stepping in. Saying, I will not allow my child to suffer anymore in this situation. I am yoking her or him out because the situation is not serving her. Now I'm back to me, sorry. Her old ways are no longer useful. She has awakened, which is judgment. You know, she has awakened, a.k.a. passed the test, a.k.a. leveled up. And yes, I'm talking about me, like I just said. But I hope you have found yourself in this message as well, friend. And it's helping you awaken so you too can pass the test and level up with me. Because, friend, I love you and I care and I don't want to leave you behind. And if you really apply the judgment energy in a way that's positive, healthy, and progressive for yourself, mi cariños, you too will not fear this tower moment. Whatever it is that has happened or will happen that, that took you for a whirlwind, because it might happen unexpectedly or just because it happened, period. But either way, we have to find another set of beliefs, values, and processes that'll help continue to push us forward, friend. Overall, the message I feel is addressing the need to get organized, friend, because we, like I said, this is the second Tower card. This is the second time I've gotten this Tower card. I've gotten this 2 days in a row. So there might be something that you two are going through that is groundbreaking, that's chaotic, that is causing you a lot of stress, but really sit back and do some self-evaluation of yourself, your life, to see what's really going on. Is it really as bad as it seems? And like I said, to me, this is the message. These cards came through, like I said, to getting organized and focused, like the Emperor. Get an action plan together, or whatever ideas and or projects, goals, dreams, desires, whatever it is now, You need to plan, because Judgment is saying you've passed the test. You're leveling up, and the Most High is saying get ready, get set, because behind the scenes, He's ordered your ancestors, your angels, your guides, and whomever other spirit and or energy of light to line things up in your life so you can move forward with whatever you're needing to prepare for. And if you're able, and if you're stable enough, like the where is he at? Like the man, the giver in the Six of Pentacles, then you do have the ability to do this. And if you resonated as the receiver, you just leveled up, or you soon will be to this status to be the giver, because you put the work in. Like Judgment, you put the work in, honey. You did the self-evaluation. You're getting organized. You created your plans. You did the evaluation. You created your plan. You're organized. You're strategic. And you're truly ready to rebuild. You're ready to rebuild. All once the dust has settled, and you're ready to become or have become renewed or rebirth, which is what this card also represents. Because when you do a self-evaluation and you see things in yourself as is and sort everything out, then you see that you're renewed, you rebirth, because you see things in a whole different light. So I'm happy and proud of you, mi cariños. I'm happy for you, friend. You had big growth, big positive growth. So big congrats to you, friend, and congrats to me. Now let's get into this color message. Now, as you can see, him. That's who I wanted to address first. For some reason, this red robe he's wearing, it stood out to me. See, when I see red, I see passion, and I think of romance and showing an act of love. So in this card, this robe represents someone who is stable and giving out of love for his fellow man, love for his partner, his family, his friends, whoever he's able to give to help. He's doing it out of love and has a passion to do so, because that's part of our duty. While we're here on earth, is to help our fellow man and to love our fellow man, etc. So that's part of how we maintain peace and balance within, because when you're being a resource for and to others, and it's not coming from a place of love and compassion, then you can find yourself being resentful, stressed, and irritable. So this card, this red, is telling me he's representing love for his fellow man. He's doing these acts of kindness, and helping others out of love. But the red also shows that he's showing love for himself, because that too is needed in order to operate with love towards others. And the yellow and the blue that the receivers are wearing is telling me that they are using the resources and tools given to them to help themselves into new beginnings, because yellow represents new beginnings, and creating opportunities is what blue is representative of. And the blue in the sky of the Judgment, that too stood out to me, because blue not only represents depth and opportunities, depth, D-E-P-T-H. I don't want you to think I said something else. Like I said, my tongue don't work with me sometimes. But like I said, it represents depth and opportunities. It also represents a higher intellect, a.k.a. spirit realms, which is, your angels, your guides, God, Jah. And in this card, the blue to me represents learning my intuition, learning about my spirit, my soul, and aligning myself with my soul and my spiritual team. Getting to know who my ancestors are that work with me, because I do ancestor work. And also like being, working with the energies of my angels and of the world and earth and myself, so to ensure I don't get out of alignment with my goals, and to really self-reflect and go within. So together, we can co-create my goals, turning them from just wants and desires and dreams and into being my reality. So that's what the message is to me today. I hope it helps you all. So now let's get into this numerical message. First things first, we have Roman numeral, where is it at? 6. Roman numeral 6, because that was the first card that fell out. Roman numeral 6 and Roman numeral 4 of the Emperor, which gives us angel number 64. As I always tell you guys, I get my angel messages. I look them up off of sunsigns.org. I am not associated or affiliated with them in no way, shape, or form, period. I just like the way the verbiage, how they, that they use when they explain the meanings of the numbers. But it says that 64 is a message saying you should put your heart into the efforts to accomplish your goals in life and work diligently. This will bring great prosperity to yourself and your family for a long time to come. 64 encourages you to raise your level of confidence and have faith in yourself, as your spiritual objectives can be achieved only with a higher level of energy and excellence. The angels will appreciate your hard work, and they'll see to it that all your requirements will be fully attended to. So be practical and concentrate your energies to complete your spiritual ambitions successfully and attain your objectives of life. Remember, your angels will always be by your side and encourage your efforts. The next spiritual message, numerical angel message, is from Roman numeral 20, which is off of the Judgment card. I've lost my track of mind. Like, what card is this? I'm trying to look at it through the screen. Okay, so Roman numeral 20 and Roman numeral 16 off of the Tower card. And this one doesn't have a number, as you can see. So that gives us angel message number 2016. So let me pull that up. Okay, and 2016 says you have to encourage yourself sometimes in this life. It says to go after what makes you happy. Hence, start from your dreams and career and focus on them. Going after what brings you happiness and never something that will disappoint you. Remember, friend, do that self-evaluation. That's what that card. That's what that card says to me. That's what this number says to me. That sentence. Do your self-evaluation. So when that Tower moment comes, and the divine yokes you out to save you, not to save you from looking crazy. And running back into the chaos and destruction, trying to get something or someone that isn't bringing you any value, that'll leave you disappointed again. I'm going to say that over. Okay, so angel number 2016 says, you have to encourage yourself sometimes in this life. It says to go after what makes you happy. Hence, start from your dreams and career and focus on them. Going after what brings you happiness and never something that will disappoint you. Remember, friend, to do that self-evaluation. That's what that sentence says to me. Do that self-evaluation. Judgment. Do it. So when that Tower moment comes and the divine yokes you out to save you, not save you from looking crazy out here and running back into the chaos and the destruction, trying to get something or someone that isn't bringing you any value, that'll leave you disappointed again. Sorry, I'm channeling. So that's that's pretty much what I get from that message. That's what I'm hearing right now. Also, it just came to me. I'm going to share this with you real quick, friend, just as an example of what further as far as being yoked back out of situations. So back when I was like between the ages of 22 and 24, I had lost my job. I was working at Progressive at the time. I was helping a friend, and that friend had played me big time and left me in a mess. But anyway, that friend played me, and it led to me losing my job. And then I had lost my place. I had moved out for the first time. I had my own apartment. I was living on my own. I didn't have any roommates or anything. So I had lost my job. I lost my first place. And then I had to move in with one of my cousins because I didn't want to move back home with my mom because I had just moved out. Well, I didn't just move out. I was in the place for like 2.5, 3 years. But I had moved out. I didn't want to move back home with my mom, so I had asked to move in with one of my cousins who I look up to as like a big sister. So not long after moving in with her, the house caught on fire. And I remember the firefighter giving me a garbage bag and telling me to grab everything that's important to me. And y'all, I kid you not, I looked him dead in his eyes and I asked him if he could help me grab my shoes. I still to this day can see his face. He was looking at me like, you idiot. And I'm looking at him like, what's wrong with him? Like, I want my shoes, because my shoes were important to me. They were pretty expensive shoes. And so I'm looking at him because in my mind, it was like, those are important to me. And then too, me at that time, it was like, I'm young, I'm cute. I found, I had a good job because then not long before I moved in with my cousin, I had found another job working at American Express. So in my eyes, I had it going on. So why isn't you helping me carry my freaking expensive ass shoes? That's what was in my mind at that time. So then he's like, ma'am, grab your birth certificate, pictures, your purse, things like that. And I'm like, oh, right. I do need those things. But my point of the whole story was, yes, I was still salty. I'm just playing. But yes, I was still salty that he didn't help me get my shoes. But our minds, our minds, us period, get so caught up on what's going on that we can't see, feel, hear, etc. at face value because, it, she, he, whatever it is that you're looking at face value, it looks good, it smells good, etc. You invested all types of money and time into this, toxic situation. Because remember, this is a continuation of toxic situations. So this is 3 of 3. But like I said, yet we're holding it up on a level that it doesn't deserve. Excuse me. So, listen to what I'm saying. I just told you, friend, I lost my job at Progressive. I got evicted out of my first apartment. Then I found another good ass job. Then the fire happened. God was yoking me out of situation after situation after situation in a matter of a few weeks. Not in stuff. This wasn't long period. I remember it was just like maybe within 2 to 3 months, all of this had happened within each other, back to back to back. All because I wasn't listening at that time. I wasn't learning the lessons I needed to learn. So he kept saving me from me. Oh, and then the men I was talking to at the time were toxic. Though at the time I didn't know. I kept running back to things and people in ways that were actually hurting me, disappointing me, and being a disservice to me. And it was still, I was still wrapping piles of shit, you might as well say, up in gold, wrapping paper so that I could just look at the face value, avoiding and ignoring that it was shit inside the gold wrapper. I was still stuck in the toxic matrix mindset that is what I deserve. You know, that mindset like, oh, this is what I deserve. This is what I get. Oh, well, that's life. All because I did not want to make mistakes or acknowledge my mistakes of warnings I didn't heed. Self-sabotage I covered up as mistakes, etc. You know? I hope you see my point, friend. Stop allowing others to continue to condition you to think that mistakes are bad. When that judgment card pop up, when this pop up in your reading, really take heed to it. Because when that tower come, you too can finally look at it from a place of love, as I mentioned earlier. You too can actually see it for what it is. It's a shift. It's an upgrade. It's an intervention from the Most High, saying my child has done enough inner work. My child has healed. My child has awakened. And now my child is ready to level up. Let me get her or him, whoever you are, friend, out there, out of this messed up situation, because she, or even you, friend, I'm talking about myself now, she knows what's really up. And she knows that I got her all the way. So that's what this card is saying to me. And I hope you see that too, friend. So the final message we have is, I'm going to move these out the way. Is the oracle message today. The ancestor oracle message is respect. What's it say? Respect your physical body. Well, overall, it's saying to take care of your physical body as well as your physical environment. Detox, rejuvenate, and relax by creating a sacred place and being mindful of your peace, emotions, your home, and or workspace so that you can be in alignment. Where's that card? Judgment. With what's coming to you, with your life currently and what you're setting your life up to be. I hope y'all can see this and the angle's not too off. But that pretty much is what the oracle message is saying. When I look at this card, you see all the snow? Snow, and stuff, snow is white. Snow means, so white means purity, innocence. It means something was brought into the light. Things are new. So pretty much detox the things, like I said, get out of that mindset that if you make a mistake, it's the end of the world. If you make a mistake, you feel embarrassed or whatever negative or disservicing or challenging emotions it might bring. Mistakes happen. It's part of life. That's how we grow and learn and become a better version of ourselves, to create a better version of our life that we want. So all this snow is covering up things. This snow is covering up the cabin. When I see this, I'm hearing that, when it gets warm, as the seasons change, right now it's winter. So that's when the winter time, that's when things slow down. That's when people are inside. So in the winter, and that's when people start to do a lot of self-reflection. They do a lot of planning for when it gets warm outside. So when I see this card, I see that at this time, like it say at the bottom, I don't know if you can see this, but it says detox. Detox, as you already know, means to get rid of impurities. Snow is the color white. White means pure. So in the winter time, when I see this card is telling me that it's time to detox. Get rid of all that's impure. This is the time to get to plan for when the seasons get warm, because in the winter time, you always looking forward to when spring and summer comes. So, and all the fun that you can have. Rejuvenate. Judgment. Do that self-reflection. Do that self-reflection. Detox everything out your life that isn't of service to you. Then rest. during this winter phase, because right now you're in a winter phase of life. You know, rest, relax, get rejuvenated. Because as I said, this message overall to me was about planning and getting organized. Someone out here is about to level up like me. Therefore, you need to plan. You need to plan. You need to self-reflect. Where's that Emperor? You need to strategize, get organized, and plan. Because you're in this winter season. Get rid of everything that is disrespecting your physical body. That's disrespecting your physical environment. Get rid of it. That's the end of the message, friend. That's all I have for you today. So I'd like to thank you, friend, for being with me. I genuinely appreciate our time together. I'd like to also thank my guys, your guys. Since you're still with me, please give me a thumbs up to help my channel grow. Please share my video with those you know or even think this message will help in any way, shape, or form. Leave a comment on your thoughts about the message today. Share some additional encouraging words. Share your story if you'd like, or just say hi. I definitely would love to hear from you and respond back to keep the encouragement going. Also, if you like my energy, subscribe and ring my notification bell. Pick the all option so that I can ring you back each and every time I upload. And if interested, go check out my other YouTube channel, Detoxing My Life with a Real Journey, which is me. I have some videos that I recorded that can help you on your personal development in this situation, or just in general, because I talk about health and wellness in all aspects. I talk about growth mindset and how to live a sensual lifestyle, all while detoxing all the bullshit and fuckery out of your life. Remember, my friend, as above, so below. For every physical action, there is always a coinciding spiritual reaction. Not only do we have to take care of ourselves in the aspects we see, a.k.a. our physical, but our energetic / spiritual self, a.k.a. the parts we can't see as well. I'll see you in the astral plane or the next video. Peace.